Okay, thank you. My name is Thomas Schijf. I'm a software developer in AI. I participated in the blockchain hackathon and we managed to become third last year. I have an idea that is, I have to admit, and thank you for bringing it up already, inspired by the forest. The idea is to solve the deforestation problem. And how can we solve this? There are a lot of farmers in the world that are owning the land, and companies are buying up this buying up this land and plant down the whole forest. What if we can make a system where a satellite comes over every year, for example, and sees if there is still forest or not? Then only some farmer has to claim that it's his property. So you can, for example, think of an app where you say, okay, I have this code. Then the system says, okay, you have to put this code on your field, and then the satellite will make a picture, and on this way you claim the area. And if you are continuously maintaining the forest on your area, you can also get like tokens of to this area, so you can get more money from charity, for example. Is this an idea?
I would really invite you to look at what's happening currently at Ecuador, because there they changed the law, and now nature has become a legal person in Ecuador. And the first thing they did is they gathered hours of legal people pro bono. So in Ecuador, there are now the first legal fights where nature actually wins. And what you're telling about is a system where nature can buy itself back again. So free itself and start working beneficial to us all. And if you go to our website, we have Design Studio Wolfpack and General Forester. They are thinking about how can nature become self-owned within cities, not only being aesthetical, but adding value. So you have different elements there that if you mingle them together this is already a great idea, but even make it more crazy.
I think just from my perspective, I would add that the design layer of this problem, making people care about nature, is going to be the most critical challenge that you face. Like Jan-Peter has said, you can have legal institutions that try and solve that problem for you by having nature be part of the conversation. But if you can maybe gamify it and add elements of the token layer on top, you'd make people care deeply about what's important 50 years down. And actually that's a huge human problem to solve, because we are so short-term oriented on a day-to-day basis that it's very difficult. There was an advertisement a long time ago. I saw it not because I read highbrow magazines, but there was an advertisement. It was not supposed to be an advertisement. The original statement was from Native American tradition, which was, we are going to leave our earth. We don't own the earth. We only borrow it for the future generation. That's the actual statement from Native American tradition. The advertisement that I saw was from Patek Philippe, the watch, that said you don't own a Patek Philippe, you pass it down to the future generation, right? So the thing is that there are these ideas that are at the core of human identity: long-term thinking, passing it down, generational awareness that actually make us more humans. Those ideas tend to take a back seat because there are other existing ecosystems that are far stronger right now. When you start adding the token layer and gamification design layers, you actually can shift the conversation in the right direction for the benefit. Yeah. So yeah, get a Patek Philippe, right? So.
That's great. I can already see like the first, or is it on? Yeah. Already can see like the first game that's being passed on from grandparents to children, and then the grandparents' score still counts, right? Yeah, no. Who knows?
I'm aiming to participate in the Odyssey Hackathon this year again. Last year we also participated and we became third in the machine-to-machine economy. And this year we think we can do better. Right now we are really looking also for experts in the blockchain area, people who have the developers, both developers and people on the architectural level, but also people who can make this happen. But for the hackathon, I would say, as particular people with coding skills in some kind of blockchain technology. To find me, Thomas Schijf, at the Odyssey forum, where the community is active and people find each other. Yeah, and please, if you think this is a good narrative to improve the world, then just join me.